It's the Brian Lehrer Show on WNYC. Good morning again, everyone. And this drive, as we've been doing in recent membership drives, we are doing a 10-question quiz each day around 11 o'clock, breaking it up a little bit during the drive to have a little fun while we do all the serious content segments and then ask you for money the rest of the show. And we're covering a different theme each day. Get 2 in a row right. And today you can choose between the Brian Lehrer Show baseball cap or the WNYC tote that says you can't defund the truth. Our theme for today is New York City neighborhoods. And we'll start with Cindy in the West Village, one of those New York City neighborhoods. Cindy, you ready to play?
I'm ready.
All right. Question 1, not too far from you. What does Tribeca stand for?
Triangle below Canal Street.
Yes. Okay. Number 2, for the hat or the tote, which borough is home to the largest park in New York City? Or name the park. You've only got 5 to choose from.
I know.
Largest in terms of acreage.
Prospect Park in Brooklyn.
Oh, sorry, Cindy. No, it's the Bronx is the answer to the borough question. And from the Parks and Recreation New York City government website, Pelham Bay Park in the Bronx is the largest park in New York City, spanning 2,765 acres, more than 3 times the size of Central Park, for example. It's located along the shore. It features Orchard Beach, 2 golf courses, hiking trails, and the Bartow Pell Mansion. All right, let's go on to Elizabeth in Brooklyn. Hi, Elizabeth. Ready to play?
Hi. I guess that's me.
That is you. Which neighborhood is considered one of the most linguistically diverse places on Earth, with over 160 languages spoken in just that one neighborhood? I'll give you one hint if you think you need it, or do you have an answer already?
I have an answer. I believe it's where my husband's from, Jackson Heights in Queens.
Jackson Heights in Queens is exactly right. I was going to give you the borough as the clue, but you didn't need it. For the hat or the tote, which Manhattan neighborhood was once nicknamed Hell's 100 Acres? Hell's 100 Acres. And I'll give you a hint.
Oh.
It's not Hell's Kitchen.
Oh, okay.
A Manhattan neighborhood.
I think Hell's 100 Acres. Could you give me another hint? East side, west side, north or south?
I guess, low. And it did kind of, it was considered rough and tumble back in the day.
I don't know. The Battery?
Sorry, the answer is Soho. According to the New York Public Library, Hell's 100 Acres was a nickname for the industrial area now known as Soho, coined by fire officials in the early to mid-20th century due to the high frequency of dangerous, fatal fires in its cast iron manufacturing building. So how about that? Okay, sorry I didn't get that right. Let's try Joe in East Harlem. Hi, Joe. Ready to play?
Yes.
Okay. Question 5. The Outer Bridge Crossing in Staten Island's Charleston neighborhood is the most remote bridge in New York City and the southernmost crossing in New York State, connecting Staten Island to Perth Amboy, New Jersey. So true or false? Does it get, or not true or false, here's the question. Does it get its name, the Outer Bridge Crossing, because it's the outermost bridge in the city? Or is it named for a guy named Mr. Outerbridge?
It's named for a guy named Mr. Outerbridge.
It actually is, believe it or not.
All right.
Eugenius Harvey Outerbridge lived 1860 to 1932. He was the first chairman of the Port Authority of New York and New Jersey. Did you know that, or did you think he wouldn't ask me this question if the answer weren't counterintuitive?
The
or
latter.
Did you know?
I was thinking
counterintuitive.
Yes.
But
I did not know, no.
You did it. You did it. You gamed the game. All right, question 6. Which Manhattan neighborhood was historically known as Little Syria in the late 19th and early 20th centuries? And you do get a multiple choice on this. Was it, I should say which New York City neighborhood. I said which Manhattan neighborhood. Which New York City neighborhood was historically known as Little Syria? Brooklyn Heights, the Financial District, Bensonhurst, or Astoria? I accidentally gave you a clue.
Well, yeah, so, okay. I didn't know if you really gave me a clue. If you really gave me a clue, can you say them one more time?
Yeah, Brooklyn Heights, the Financial District, Bensonhurst, or Astoria?
Financial District.
That is right. I guess I tipped it off. Would you like a Brian Lehrer Show baseball cap or the You Can't Defund the Truth tote?
The cap, please. I have your mug. It's fantastic. I'll take the cap.
Awesome.
Thank you.
Thank you. All right. Hang on, Joe. We'll take your address off the air. Let's go next to the aforementioned Astoria and talk to Josh. Hi, Josh. Ready to play?
I am. Let's roll.
Okay. Question 7. Up until the 1930s, this neighborhood was home to Manhattan's last working farm. Up until the 1930s, there was a working farm in Manhattan. Where? What neighborhood?
Inwood.
That's right. All right. Question 8 for the hat or the tote. This Brooklyn neighborhood was originally called Yellow Hook for the yellow clay found there, but the name was changed in 1853 when the city was overrun by yellow fever, and they didn't want to be associated with that. Do you know its current name? And I will give you a clue that it's not Red Hook.
I was about to say it's not Red Hook, it's Bay Ridge.
It is Bay Ridge. Well done. And even in Astoria, all the way up there in Queens, you knew about Bay Ridge all the way down there in Brooklyn. Would you like the hat or the tote?
I don't need another tote, but I will take the tote anyway.
All right. One tote that says you can't defund the truth. Heading to Astoria. Josh, thank you. We'll take your contact information off the air. Let's see. What was that? That was question 8. So we have 2 to go. Let's try Alan in Midtown. Hi, Alan. Ready to play?
Yeah, Brian, how you doing?
Doing all right. This Queens neighborhood was renamed in the 1880s to evoke the fresh, breezy air from the nearby Atlantic Ocean and attract homebuyers. Now, though, that same name, by which the neighborhood is still known, might make you think it was named after a kind of air pollution. Can you name the Queens neighborhood?
Air pollution in Queens. It's not Breezy Point, is it?
It is not Breezy Point. I know. I talked about in the clue, in the question, a breezy area, but it's not Breezy Point. I'll give you one more shot since you did not guess Breezy Point. You said it's not Breezy Point. Something that ends in Park. That's one more hint. Now,
College Park?
Known as a kind of
That's
air
College Point,
pollution
isn't it?
is the word.
I don't know.
Yeah, no, it's Ozone Park. Ozone Park, Queens. Sorry, Alan. And yeah, that's an interesting little, fairly obscure detail of history, that it was originally called Ozone Park because the word ozone was associated with the fresh, breezy air from the nearby ocean. Now, of course, we think of ozone differently. We got that, by the way, from the Bowery Boys podcast, which is such a cool podcast about New York City neighborhoods. All right, well, this means we only have one question left, question 10. So Elizabeth in Brooklyn, you get the luxury of being able to answer only one in a row right, and you would win the hat or the tote if you get it. Hi, Elizabeth. Ready to play?
Me again?
You. You. Oh, sorry. Okay. Sorry about that. My mistake. Let's try Alan in Brooklyn. Hi, Alan. Ready to play?
Yes, good morning, Brian. How are you?
Good morning, Alan. Okay, and we have a Brooklyn question for you, as it turns out. Bococa is a portmanteau word combining the names of 3 adjacent neighborhoods in Brooklyn. Can you name all 3? Bococa.
Bococa.
B-O-C-O-C-A. It's not a kind of soda.
Not jumping out at me. If you asked about Rococo, I'd say it's a...
All right, I'll give you one more. Located in the Bronx, this neighborhood is home to one of the world's largest food distribution centers. That's an easier question, I think. Can you name the neighborhood in the Bronx?
Um,
The blank blank market. Very well known. Oh, sorry, Alan. I thought you might get that one.
I know that, but I forgot it. Sorry.
All right. Well, that one's Hunts Point. And Bococa combines Borum Hill, Cobble Hill, and Carroll Gardens. But thanks, everybody, for playing. That was fun. I learned some things from my producer, Amina, who put together that quiz and all the sources that she picked from for it. I hope you learned some stuff about New York City neighborhoods. And we gave away a few hats and totes. Thanks for playing. We'll do another 10-question quiz on another theme at the same time tomorrow. More Brian Lehrer Show to come today. Stay with us.
Since WNYC's first broadcast in 1924, we've been dedicated to creating the kind of content we know the world needs. Since then, New York Public Radio's rigorous journalism has gone on to win a Peabody Award and a DuPont Columbia Award, among others. In addition to this award-winning reporting, your sponsorship also supports inspiring storytelling and extraordinary music that is free and accessible to all. To get in touch and find out more, visit sponsorship.wnyc.org.